All right, what's going on, y'all? So, interesting post. It said Americans favor Dr. Ben Carson as vice president for Donald Trump as a new poll finds, right? So, we're all trying to figure out for the Republican Party who's going to be Trump's running mate, okay? So, a poll conducted by INI and TIP has shed light on Republican voters' preferences for the next vice president of the United States, revealing Dr. Ben Carson as a forerunner among potential candidates. Now, in the survey they conducted about June 26th to 28th, encompassing 522 registered Republican voters. Okay, respondents were asked to select their preferred choice for vice president alongside former President Trump. Dr. Ben Carson emerged as the leading candidate with 15% of respondents expressing their approval of his candidacy, as reported by Daily Mail Monday, July 8th, 2024. Senator Marco Rubio of Florida closely trailed behind. I can see that. Or on Ted Cruz, one of them guys. Tim Scott South Carolina, Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio. They were garnering around 13% and 7%, respectively. So, I mean, Dr. Ben Carson, he's a former housing and urban development secretary. He spoke around in 2018 the values of the voter summit. And it's funny too because I actually watched the video of Dr. Ben Carson. It came up on my timeline. It was an old interview. I think when he was in his 40s or 30s, and they were just talking about his life and what inspired him to become a medical doctor. And we know he's famous for separating the Siamese twins in 1987. It's the 70 crew, and he was part of that. Came from Detroit, kind of rock bottom. His mother had a third grade education, so he ended up gaining his interest in school. Like, he wasn't like the best in school, but as he got older, he started, because he was reading a lot of books, and he loved learning. And he had a huge interest in medicine. But I remember back in 2016 he was trying to run. He had a lot of conservative views too, so he didn't really get the popular vote far as the minority vote, because I think he was a sellout based on the things that he was he was upholding. But I'm really not too surprised about this poll here. I'm gonna read a little bit further on. It says, interestingly, the poll also highlighted a significant level of indecision among Republican voters regarding their preferred vice presidential candidate, with 35% indicating uncertainty or lacking a definitive preference at this stage. Insights, which analyzes the poll results, underscores the diversity of opinions within the Republican base regarding potential vice presidential nominees. Dr. Ben Carson's prominence in the poll can be attributed to his background as a renowned neurosurgeon and his previous role as Secretary of Housing and Urban Development with the Trump administration. It's going to be interesting too, man. We're going to really see who's going to be his vice president. I'm curious about it too. For me, I was thinking about it could be Vivek Ramaswamy. We don't know. So, I know people talking about right now the whole topic of Project 2025, 920-page document. So it's a lot of this stuff that's going on now. Like, hey, it's a lot of uncertainty going on. Hey, this is like if the conservatives take over the House and the Senate, and we have a conservative president as they transition, possibly in November, this is the type of rules and things that are going to go and do. Reverse a lot of things for the liberals and Democrats. So it's a lot of big discrepancy and controversy on that too. But I don't know. This is just my thoughts on it, man. I'm not too surprised. Are you guys surprised? We think who's going to be Donald Trump's VP? Some people think it'd be Tim Scott. He's going to point at it. But Dr. Ben Carson, I can see that. That won't be too far fetched. But we're going to see, man. This is going to be a really interesting election time, man. But you guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I really appreciate you guys, man. It's my thoughts on here. I love y'all. I'm out.